So let's talk about something we hear all the time: handling your emotions. Phrases like process your feelings or manage your anger. They sound good, but what does that actually mean in real life? It can feel super abstract, right? Well, today we're going to break it all down into something you can actually use. Okay, I'm going to start with something that might completely change how you think about this. It's an idea from neuroscience, and honestly, it's a bit of a shocker. What if I told you that a raw emotion, that initial rush of anger or that first pang of sadness, only lasts for about 90 seconds in your body? That's it. 90 seconds.
And that brings us to our first big idea here, the 90-second wave.
Yeah, 90 seconds. That's the magic number. See, the science shows that if you just leave an emotion alone, if you don't start creating a whole story around it, it literally just flows through you. It's like a wave. It rises up, hits its peak, and then it just recedes, all on its own, in about 90 seconds. It's just a physical, chemical thing happening in your body. This is a really powerful way to reframe this whole thing. Emotions aren't just random, annoying things that happen to us. No, they're purposeful. Think of them like little chemical messengers your body sends out. They're designed to give you a heads up, to guide you, to tell you something important about what's going on. Okay, so you're probably thinking, if an emotion only lasts 90 seconds, then why do I feel angry for an entire afternoon or sad for days? Great question. And that leads us right to the real core of the problem, which we'll call the attachment problem. Let's make this super clear with an example we can all kind of relate to. Imagine your best friend just built their dream house. It's amazing. You go over to visit, and of course, you're happy for them. You really are. But then, you feel that little twinge in your gut, that little tightness in your chest. Okay, that feeling, that's jealousy. That's the 90-second wave right there. But the problem isn't the jealousy. The problem is what we do in second 91. We attach something else to it. We attach shame. We start telling ourselves, oh, I'm a terrible person for feeling this. She's my best friend. And that shame, well, it turns into guilt. And the guilt makes us feel like we're just fundamentally a bad friend. And boom, suddenly we've spun up this whole negative story that can ruin our day, all because we couldn't let that first 90-second wave just pass. Or, hey, maybe it's not shame. Let's say you attach a different thought. You attach fear. Your brain goes, what if I never have a house like this? What if I'm totally falling behind in life? And just like that, the original jealousy has shapeshifted into full-blown anxiety, panic, this deep-seated self-doubt. You see? The first emotion, the jealousy, is long gone. It's the story you attached to it that's now running the whole show. And this is the absolute key takeaway. The raw emotion itself is never the problem. The real suffering, that comes from the story, the judgment, the thought we decide to hook onto that initial feeling. All right, so if attaching all this fear and shame is what gets us into trouble, what's the alternative? What's the better way? Well, it's actually surprisingly simple. It all starts with one powerful shift: getting curious. I love this idea here. When you observe instead of reacting, you give the emotion space to speak. Think about that. Instead of instantly judging it or trying to push it away, what if you just watched it? What if you just paused for a second and gave it a little room to breathe, to see what it might have to say? So here's the actual method. It's just 4 steps. Step 1, just feel the emotion. Don't fight it, don't judge it, just let the wave roll in. Step 2, pause. Seriously, just take a breath instead of immediately reacting. 3, and this is the game changer, you actively decide to attach curiosity to the feeling. And finally, step 4, you ask one very simple question. And this is it. This is the question. You're not asking, oh, why am I so messed up? Or how do I get rid of this feeling? No, you just ask, what is this emotion trying to show me? What's the message here? It completely flips the script. You're no longer a victim of your feeling. You're a detective, trying to figure out what it means. And when you start doing this, you realize something amazing. Every single emotion has a purpose. That jealousy we talked about, it's not proof you're a bad friend. It's actually a bright flashing sign showing you what you really, truly want for yourself. That flash of anger, it's probably showing you where a boundary was just crossed. Suddenly, these things aren't your enemies anymore. They're your guides. You see, this one simple shift from reacting to getting curious, it's absolutely transformative. It's how we go from being pushed around by our emotions to actually learning from them. So in the end, it really is a choice. Every single time. You feel that raw emotion, that 90-second wave. You can attach fear to it, and that's a one-way ticket to panic and self-doubt.
Or you can take that exact same emotion, attach curiosity instead, and turn it into a direct path to wisdom. Just think about that for a second. Whether an emotion sticks around for hours and creates the whole drama, or whether it just passes through after delivering its message, it all comes down to the thought you choose to attach to it. That is an incredible amount of power to have. So I'll just leave you with this. The next time a big feeling comes up, that 90-second wave, see if you can just try it. Pause, get curious, and ask yourself that one simple, powerful question. You might be blown away by what you discover. So, what is your emotion trying to tell you?